NCAA tournament. This will be the second trip for Morgan Birmelin, the senior guard, but you're going in a little bit of a different role this time, the team leader, as one of the team leaders. I wrote down, I just showed it to you on my sheet of paper, my prep sheet, Morgan won't let them lose today. Was that kind of your approach going into today's game?
Definitely. I wanted to make sure that we were composed. It was just another game, although a lot more on the line for sure, but I wanted to make sure it was just another game, play our game, execute, and hopefully we'll come out with the win.
Now, Japria Carroll is the leading scorer on the Misericordia team,
yep.
And it seemed like, and again, this goes with what I just said, you said you're not scoring today. Tell about playing defense on her.
I always guard her, and it kind of is sort of not a rivalry, but just knowing her and knowing that she can't get hot is something that I have to take into consideration. So yeah, just taking in that and executing on defense. I think everyone did an awesome job. Team defense was a big win for us today.
Coach Richter has said, in fact, that the last 4 DeSales championships before this one were all defensive-based. Tell me about how the team has kind of developed that over the course of the season.
Yeah, our freshmen have really bought into it. I think that generates a lot of our offense. So if we can get those turnovers, be tough on defense, I think that generates a lot of our points and helps us win games.
To win a championship, it's not just about the top players and the leaders. It's about the reserves as well. And we saw that today with Emma and Molly. Tell me what your thoughts were on their games today.
I was just saying to Coach, wow, they really stepped up today, especially with fouls. We had a lot of girls in foul trouble, unfortunately. But every time someone came in, Emma, Molly, there was no letdown. They came in and played their game and just kept the intensity that we needed. So I think that was important.
I haven't asked you this on the air yet. What do you think of Emma's national anthems?
Oh my gosh. Every time I'm sitting there holding hands, I'm going to cry every time. I was like, man, what an emotional time right before we play, but she's awesome.
Now, you went to the NCAAs once already, and it wasn't the best of experiences. Tell us about what you learned from that.
I mean, at that point, no one should take any opportunity for granted. It's not every team gets that time to play. So just we want to go in as another game, one game at a time, and just keep the season rolling. We want to extend it.
And the DeSales women's basketball team likely will host. How important is it to play in this gym?
Oh, well, I would love it for me personally, just because I'd love to play another game in this gym. And home court advantage, it really is. I think we play best here, and it'd be nice to have that game here.
And I want to give you a chance to give a shout-out to the crowd, because the crowd was great today, too.
Oh, my gosh. Thank you, everyone, for coming. That was awesome. I think that really helped with the momentum and motivation for us today.
Morgan Birmelin, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for
got any thoughts on the men's game so far?
I am excited for them. I hope they can pull this one out. It'd be awesome for us to have 2 chips today.
Nice. All right, Morgan Birmelin, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having
best
me.
of luck. We'll see you on Friday.
Thank you. Sounds good.
All right, we're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we'll have Coach Richter. All right, it is halftime of the men's game. We continue our parade of women's guests. We had Morgan Birmelin, the most outstanding player of the season in the Mac Freedom, and then the championship game appropriate with that. And now Coach Richter, the head women's basketball coach, 29th year at DeSales. DeSales, a winner going back to the NCAA tournament. Give me your impressions about what the game was like today.
Pretty much everything I expected. I knew that Misericordia would give us their best shot. I knew that getting early momentum was very helpful to making them tentative on the offensive end. But they did a great job in the second quarter. And we really had to step up the third quarter. And then in the fourth quarter, we had that killer instinct to put them away.
And you were able to avoid the fouls.
Yes, in the first half, we were blessed with our bench performance. We really were. And each of the young ladies who performed well off the bench in the first half, I thought did awfully well in the second half as well.
So go ahead.
I thought we had a great 9-person rotation, and it was fun to coach. It was fun to watch.
So I went back and read the story from the last time that your team won a championship, and you had star players, and we talked about that before, but the big shot was made by one of the reserve players, whereas today, same kind of thing. Emma Stanfield comes off the bench, and I can see you got a smile on your face, so there must be something good there.
Awfully good. Emma was disappointed in her semifinal game and didn't feel like she played as well as she could have, and she came to play today. Her focus was excellent. She's so strong and fast, and she just does a lot of basketball things when she's focused, and I just thought she was outstanding.
Last championship, it was Hannah Smith making the big shot at the end. Looked that up before the game. Championships don't get old, but it's been a little bit of a road to get to this one the last couple of years, running into those FDU Florham teams. What was the story of this season like right from the beginning?
Buy-in. Very simply, our captains, Morgan and Leandra, got the young ladies to buy into practicing hard and defending hard. It sounds like, everybody would jump on board, and I've been doing this for 29 years, and not everybody jumps on board. They got a tremendous buy-in. They're tremendous leaders. They're very positive about it. The young ladies, especially the freshmen, got it that this is if you're going to play, be part of the rotation, you're going to get the heat, and you better step up and deal with it. And they're strong young ladies. They did.
This is a team, we've talked about it this season, that rivals almost any that you've had in the past. But you mentioned it's always defense first, right?
Absolutely. Our first MAC championship 20-some years ago was based on defense. And ever since then, we've been blessed with some more offensive players, as we are here. But we don't have anybody averaging over 15 points a game. But we've got 9 young ladies, and when Leandra was in the rotation, 10, who bought into defense and were just tough as nails.
I showed Morgan a sheet of paper on which I did my prep before the game, and I wrote the words, "Morgan won't let them lose today."
She pretty much told me that for herself. And before we do end, I want to make sure that we get to talk about Molly Jansen.
Yeah, sure. Sorry.
Because I just thought she was phenomenal today.
Yep.
She got 2 quick fouls, and in the second half, she scored it, she defended it, she rebounded. She just played with so much confidence and really helped us.
She's had a couple of games this year where she's really been very impactful.
Absolutely. She's a talented young lady. And
gives you a double threat in the post with Bridget.
Yep.
All right, last question. What are you going to tell the kids about the NCAA experience?
Well, the seniors did play in the NCAAs when they were sophomores. We were the at-large bid under FDU because they had won the national championship 2 years before, so our league got a lot more respect. They found out what it's like, and from our schedule, we play NCAA teams that go there, so they know that they can compete and can win. So I'm expecting good things from them.
Let's hope at least 2 more here.
I would love that.
Coach Richter, thanks for joining us.
It's a
Best
pleasure.
of luck. We'll see you Friday.
It's been a pleasure.
All right. DeSales winning at halftime, 48-30. A women already won, trying to make it 2 championships. Bulldogs taking on Wilkes. We'll break for a little bit and then come back.